My reaction to MrBeast curing blindness for 1,000 people. Absolutely amazing, right? Well, that's what we're going to be discussing right here in this video. Also, to qualify this, I am a blind person. However, my blindness is caused by something completely different than what MrBeast just did, but I can describe all of that here in just a couple minutes. Now, first off, I do want to give a huge thank you to MrBeast, not only for spending his time, his money, his resources, and his platform to permanently change the lives of a lot of people, but he just brought a lot of awareness to low vision, visual impairment, and blindness all across the globe. In fact, I was just over on his channel a couple minutes ago, right before recording this video, listening to that video one more time, and as of just a few minutes ago, it has just under 100 million views. It's a lot of views. Anyway, let me talk through the details because he is literally bringing a lot of awareness to blindness, low vision, and this is absolutely incredible what he just did. So let me quickly talk about what MrBeast just did in that short video because it looks like it's a miracle, right? Wow, all these people came in, MrBeast cured them, and now they can see and they can go on with their lives, and their lives are completely different now, right? Well, let me talk through the details about this because there's a lot of different forms of blindness and visual impairment out there. Like I just said a second ago, my blindness is caused by something completely different, and unfortunately, there's nothing can be done about it. However, let me explain really quickly here what MrBeast did for all of these patients. So basically, let me give you some details about this. So within our eyes, we have something called a lens. A lens is basically a small, clear disc that sits in our eye and we look through it, right? Well, over a long period of time, and in some cases, it's not necessarily a long period of time for some people, but over time, this lens does get a little bit clouded. It's also called cataracts. So basically what happens is this lens gets a clouding over it. Well, guess what? We look through this lens, and therefore, when it gets a little bit clouded, well, then our vision gets a little bit clouded as well, and eventually it gets very blurry and difficult to see. That's exactly what was happening here with all these patients. They have cataracts. Now, I don't think they exactly said that word in this video, but he did talk through the details of a very simple surgical procedure where a doctor goes into the eye, they remove the lens, and they replace it with a new synthetic lens that is obviously crystal clear, and then the person can see just moments later. It's not that big of a procedure. It's actually pretty quick. In fact, the doctor in that video right there said about 50% of the blindness in the world globally is caused by this, right? A very simple procedure can change this for a lot of people. So I think the figure in the video actually said 200 million people across the globe are suffering from blindness that can be fixed in about a 10-minute procedure. Amazing, right? So that's what MrBeast just did, is he paid for this procedure for these people to get basically cataract surgery, a new lens implanted into their eye. Incredible, right? Now let me tell you this much. Losing vision is not fun, okay? I've been doing it for a very long time. My vision is very limited. In fact, I can see very bright lights. That's all I can see, okay? So I've actually thought this before in my life. I thought, wow, maybe I just have really bad cataracts. Unfortunately, I saw doctor after doctor. They looked in my eyes and they said, sorry, you do not have cataracts. You have something else. And again, I've known that, but I've been thinking all this time that maybe it's just cataracts. Maybe I can get a simple procedure. Unfortunately for me, that's not the case. But again, I'll talk about that a little bit more here in just this minute. But the detail is with MrBeast and what he just did is he cured, well, he basically paid for the cataract surgery for all of these patients. Now again, why is this such a big deal? And again, I want to talk about this a little bit further here because I've been seeing this a ton lately, and there's a lot of controversy about this. In fact, I've had a couple people reaching out to me saying, hey, did you see MrBeast's video? What do you feel about this? You're a blind person. Can he help you? No, unfortunately, he can't. Thank you, MrBeast. You're amazing. Awesome. Love the videos. But seriously, what he did cannot help me at all, and it can't really help, a lot of people that also have what I have. But I do want to talk about why this is so controversial. And again, in fact, I feel kind of bad for MrBeast. Now, again, I'm probably going to get ripped to shreds down below in the comment section saying, I can't believe you feel bad for MrBeast. Here's the deal. I feel kind of bad because he's spending a ton of time, a ton of money, and a ton of his resources. And again, he has a huge platform. He has over 132 million subscribers on his channel. Again, he could make videos about anything else in the world that he wants to talk about. But he took the time, the resources, and he spent a ton of money making that video, bringing a ton of awareness all across the globe on blindness. So again, I feel kind of bad because he's getting ripped apart about this. Now here's the thing, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And again, I'm going to give you my 2 cents and my opinion here in this video because it's my reaction video. So why not, right? I told you that's what I'm going to do here in this video. So here's the thing. I feel like what MrBeast just did as far as creating that video and helping out people is incredible. It's amazing. Seriously. Super cool stuff. Now, let me tell you this much. There's a lot of people that are maybe feeling a little bit, let me say, bothered about this, about what MrBeast did. But here's the thing. I'm feeling like a lot of people are probably bothered by this because he didn't do something for them, okay? Now, here's the thing. I've been seeing in the blind community, some people reaching out saying, I can't believe MrBeast, he just did this. Blindness is, across the board. It's, all these different things. And, blindness is different for everybody. True, it is. Blindness is different for virtually everybody. In fact, a lot of people say that blindness is a spectrum. I totally agree. 100% agree. Blindness is a spectrum. It is very different for a lot of people. So we cannot sit here and say, oh, I know exactly what you're going through. No, you don't. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what everybody else is going through. Everybody's blindness is very different. Everybody's vision loss is very different. But the fact of the matter is, he just changed the lives of a lot of people in a very, very big way. Now, let me throw this out there really, really fast. For those people that feel like losing vision is not a big deal, oh yeah? You want to challenge me on that one? Do this. Wear a blindfold for an entire day. Tape it to your face. Take some duct tape, wrap a blindfold around your head, and then wrap it around with duct tape, okay? Now, wear that blindfold for the rest of the day. Tell me this much. Tell me that you're not grateful at the end of the day when you get to take that thing off and you get to see again, okay? That is what it's like to be blind. I can tell you this much. I've been doing it for a very long time. It's, I'm kind of living with it. I mean, that's just my life. It's what I do. But it's not exactly the most fun thing in the world. Now, here's the thing. Many people would say, if I could lose any sense, I would much rather it be anything other than my vision. I totally agree. Yeah, here's the thing. Not a fun situation. But the fact is, MrBeast is getting ripped apart by this whole thing. And again, it really comes down to, he made a video, he's helping out a bunch of people. I mean, it's getting a ton of views and it's getting a ton of exposure. It's good. Whether somebody is visually impaired or blind or whatever the situation may be, even in my situation, even though what MrBeast did has nothing to do with me, as in it can't affect me in any way, shape, or form. What he did cannot help me in any way at all. However, do I feel like, oh, MrBeast, I'm so mad at you, you can't help me? No, I don't feel that way at all. In fact, I feel like this is incredible. The more that he can bring light to this, and again, he has such a huge platform. He has so many people subscribed to his channel, and he has a ton of views on his videos. The more that we can bring attention to this, the more that people think like, hey, wow, blindness is actually a pretty big deal, right? It is life-changing. In fact, in the video that MrBeast released on this, one of the guys that was treated with this, he said, all I want to do is go back to work. I mean, the guy was like, obviously I don't know much about the guy. I was just listening to his voice, but he was just saying, I just want to go back to work. You know what I mean? So, I mean, seriously, it is life-changing to be able to see again, and that's what these people are experiencing. The one kid, I think he was like maybe 18 or something. He's going to college. MrBeast gave him $50,000 to pay for college. The kid started crying, right? I mean, super cool stuff. Not only that, the kid wanted to start driving. He gave one of the people a Tesla, brand new Tesla. I mean, seriously, how cool is that? All of these things would not have been possible without getting this simple procedure. So, in a lot of cases, some people simply do not have the funds or maybe the insurance or the coverages to cover a simple procedure like this, even though we continue to say, oh, great, it's a simple procedure. It only takes a few minutes. Doctor can go right in. They can replace the lens and you can see clearly within a matter of minutes. Okay, it's easy, but guess what? It's a lot easier said than done for a lot of people. Most people don't have the money out there to do this. Maybe they don't have the insurance. Maybe they're not located within a country or a region that can actually get this done. And somebody like MrBeast comes in and pulls this off and changes the lives permanently for people all over the globe. So super cool stuff. So at the end of the day, my ultimate opinion about what MrBeast just did, I love it. I mean, seriously, cool stuff. I wish I could do stuff like this more. I mean, it'd be super cool to do that. Let's just say that much. I don't know how else to say it. It'd be amazing to be able to do that, right? So cool. Not only for blindness, but for everything else out there as well. It just happens to be that MrBeast made this video about blindness and, this simple procedure. So anyway, super cool stuff. Let me take just a minute here and describe my situation. Again, Not sure if you even care, but again, I have a lot of videos here on the channel talking about exactly what my situation is. But again, like I said, I've had a few people reach out to me saying, can he help you? Can you get this done to get your vision restored? No. No, it's not happening. Okay, here's the deal. I have something called retinitis pigmentosa. It basically, long story short, is my retinas are slowly depleting. So basically what makes up the retina is photoreceptors, basically the rod and cone cells. Remember, like, 5th grade or whatever it was, whatever grade we learned about the eyeball, and we heard about photoreceptors or the rods and cones, right? Basically these cells that make up vision, basically those are slowly depleting in my eyes, okay? I don't remember exactly how many we have. We have like tens of millions of these photoreceptors. There's tons of them, right? There might even be hundreds of millions. I'm not sure how many there are. There's a ton of them in our eyes though. But mine are basically depleting. So let's just say that the average person has 100 million photoreceptors. And again, I'm not sure what the number is. I don't remember, to be honest with you. It's a ton. It's a lot. It's in the tens or hundreds of millions. But let's just say that the average person has maybe, I don't know, 100 million photoreceptors in their eyes, rods and cone cells. The average person has that makes up their vision. I maybe have 20 million, okay? My photoreceptors are pretty much gone, okay? I don't have many left, okay? I have a little bit of vision. I can see very bright lights. In fact, you might be thinking, but wait, you say you're blind. How are you looking at the camera? I don't know if I'm looking at the camera. I've made 3,500 videos, so I kind of know where my camera is. At this point, I've been sitting here making videos like this, and my camera's been in the exact same spot for 5 years. I kind of a pretty good idea where my camera is, okay? That's what it comes down to. But not only that, I do have the camera it's in a tripod, and right around the camera is a ring light, and the ring light is very bright. So basically what I do is I feel like, hey, if I can just look at that really bright light, it's like right there, I think, is where the bright light is. If I can just look at the bright light, then I know, hey, I'm probably looking pretty close to the camera. So that's how I do it, okay? So it's not like I can see the camera. In fact, I cannot see the camera at all. I can just see the bright light. So I feel like if I just stare at the bright light, I'm kind of good on with the camera. Sometimes if you scroll back in my videos and you watch some of my older videos, I'm looking like way over here. I'm like, hey guys, here's my video for the day. And people respond to my comment section. They're like, why are you looking like 3 feet to the side? It's because I don't know where the camera is because I can't see it. That was before I had this whole ring light set up a few years ago. So before the ring light, I literally just had a tripod sitting there, couldn't see the camera, so I was just kind of guessing where it was, had no clue. Well, now I got this ring light, which I've had for, I don't know, 3 or something like years like that, 3.5 years or something like that. So now I have a much better idea. And I can see the very bright light a little bit. And when I say see, I mean I literally see like a little blur of a brightness off in the distance. And I'm like, I think that's it right there. You know what I mean? So that's basically what it comes down to. But anyway, mine is called retinitis pigmentosa. And as of right now, nothing can be done about it. Nothing at all. So literally nothing. So that is what I have. I was diagnosed when I was 15. And I'm in my late 30s now. So yeah, it's been a very long time. But even before I had the official diagnosis, I was seeing symptoms of this since I was maybe like 10, 8, something like that. I've been basically dealing with this my whole life. So it's not fun. I can tell you this much. Losing vision is not a fun situation. Last time I saw faces was probably, I don't know, 10, 11, 12 years ago. Something like that, since I was able to see faces or anything like that. So yeah, I have no idea what my wife looks like. I have no idea what our daughter looks like. I have no idea what my parents look like. I feel like I don't even know what I look like anymore. It's been a very long time. So I feel like if there's ever a day that I get to see again, it's going to be kind of scary. You know what I mean? Looking into the mirror again after that many years, I'm not really sure what I'm going to see, right? I mean, I could have gray hair by now. I have no clue, no idea. Last I saw, my hair was black. But no idea. It could be gray by now. Very real thing, right? So my point is, at the end of the day, what MrBeast did, in my honest opinion, absolutely amazing. I love what he did there. I've watched that video a number of times because I feel like it's so inspirational to see all these people who have had their lives changed. And again, until somebody really experiences what vision loss is actually like, you probably won't really truly understand what it's like to regain vision or regain something after losing it. But like I said earlier, if you want to test out vision loss for a day, get a blindfold, duct tape it on your head, give it a whole day, and by the end of the day, I guarantee you, you will be very, very grateful to take that thing off and be able to see again. That's what it's like to experience blindness. And if you don't believe that, feel free to wear the blindfold for, I don't know, a week or two and see how your life goes. It's going to be rough, I can tell you that much, okay? So anyway, hope this one helps to better understand a little bit what's going on here and my reaction to MrBeast. Again, amazing stuff. I know there's a lot of controversy about this, but at the end of the day, let's just look at it for what it is. Let's look at it at face value. He changed the lives of a lot of people, and he brought a ton of awareness to something that, unfortunately, a lot of people are suffering from all across the globe. 200 million people, according to the statistics in that video. Amazing stuff. Anyway, thanks, MrBeast. I really appreciate it. Regardless of what other people are saying out there, I think he's doing an amazing thing, and I think it's so awesome he used his massive platform with hundreds of, over 132 million subscribers and 100 million views at this time. Super cool stuff. Anyway, enjoy your day. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out some of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day, and catch you again later in the